We've seen this go both ways, but generally speaking, the Kalista does kind of push into turret. So DRX have full control over the map in the early game. I really like this draft. If they can do it once, they could do it. Saw from Summit, even in the laning phase. He's actually trading better.
Oh, here's the big wraparound from Croco as in goes King in. Summit gonna take a lot of damage.
I think King realizes,
he's going for the all-in, seeing whether he can actually get this one to work. As okay, over the wall, Fate's moving on up as well, and so Kingen is dead. He's gonna teleport. No way to stop it as the Q comes in. Can they kill him? They can! Fate locks it down. Only level 4, so there was no way of interrupting that teleport. He was so close to getting out.
So much greed.
Yeah, bit of a back to come in from Pioshik. Let's see whether he's shopping, as he's not. So he's going to walk away. Q lands from Fate, actually decides to go in the end, gets the flash. There's the flash forward as Kingen. He doesn't have his. Kick is going to come through the Gnar into the wall. That was a beautiful alley-oop there from the mid laner and the top laner.
I mean, you know there's no flash available for Kingen. You can look for Pioshik here. He has kick available. And
that looked like volleyball. It did have, but I guess Prince was slightly out of position.
So volatile, Kingen has no vision. He's got to back off here.
Oh, that sidestep was
baiting him so hard.
Real clean. As, who's baiting who, though? As even Shelly's coming on in here as kick flash from Fate, but not going to quite find the Q. As Effort with the Aftershock is going to get some work done, but it's the Gnar that they get rid of first. And Effort will follow. DRX, once again, target selection and understanding of the situation.
Yeah, and the hook hitting Onyx is still pretty solid.
It is, but it would have been nice if it was 6 out of 6, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Also would have been nice if Pioshik wasn't rotating up here, because Summit does not have flash, and the Moonfall is going to be there all too easily. Pioshik picks up the kill, and unfortunately for Effort, he's just not quite there in time.
Yeah, and he's not the death, I suppose I should say. DRX take back full control, and they're approaching the velocity in which the game was. Oh, hold that thought.
Yeah, that is the kick into the wall. Pioshik trying to escape, but it's not going to happen. Some revenge for Summit.
That's a lot of shutdown.
Overstay for Pioshik. Yeah, that's a lot of money into the hands of LIIV SANDBOX.
I mean, we were Zonia's, so he's a little bit more formidable into this upcoming potential Rift Herald fight. Look at the vision control DRX have right now.
Yeah, Fate lurking as the flash comes out from Kingen. Decent equalizer this time as Q's going to connect. And the little kick into the wall, and Fate is going to secure it. Nicely done there. No. Well, I mean, 30 seconds until Shirley is going to pass off back to the Void. So we'll see whether LIIV SANDBOX are going to stop her from being taken down here. Okay, poked in the eye. That's a great dredge line to come through as there's the equalizer. This time it's doing a fair bit more damage as it's secured by Croco. Shirley just completely abandoning DRX as in goes Fate. Oh my goodness. This Lee Sin is popping off as Pioshik underneath the turret. Q gonna wear off. Fate
coming around
to come through there as there's the flash forward. Fate looks a little bit silly in the end, but maybe not for long as he's just going to boot the Viego in the face. And Summit locks down the last kill onto Pioshik. They'll transition into Shirley destroying turrets.
She's going to get one. She's going to get another charge off here, it looks like. Well,
flex.
Yeah,
if ever I've seen one.
And she does get the charge.
Yeah, she's going to get another one. Yeah, Pioshik's dead for another 13 seconds. There is no way they're contesting it.
I mean, that was such a fantastic fight, but early on in the game, LIIV SANDBOX doesn't even have their full spike yet. They handled a better position DRX.
SANDBOX, you compare this to game number 2, right? And they were in shambles. This was, DRX performing very similarly to this, and the snowball really is just working. Beck is dead. Yeah, goodbye. Q going to connect as well. Max range, in goes Fate, gets a kick. But yeah, that's a shield bow and a whole bunch of other stuff to allow him to get out. That Moonfall's pretty good as they do take down the Lee Sin, but can they win the rest of the fight as Prince basically getting ignored? Speaking of getting ignored, the turret's the same thing, as now Kingen's given up on this game completely. He's going to try and take down this inhibitor turret on the top side of the map.
Powered back here going to be really easy for someone to come over and deal with this. Not even going to get this turret. It's going to do some damage to it, but this is going to be real damage here now in the mid lane. And I mean, the scenario we have here, we talk about the draft, like the
same level of success on the Lee Sin.
We're getting to the point to where DRX are past their prime in their composition, and winning this game is going to be based on...
Oh, Fate's on a ward, and they're all just going to kill him. Okay, he does get booped around a little bit. The kick does come through. Pioshik is now in the pit.
And they get the Drake.
They're going to help him. Oh no, it is going to be secured by the Diana, as now DRX looking to try and turn this one. Box is decent. The Stalker's taking a lot of damage, but he just half breaks his way out. Croco not going to be so lucky. In goes Becca. will be killed as Prince is basically untouched. Kingan's going to have to flash away the zap. Not enough there. The hook lands from Solka. All right, he's keeping his position. Okay, never mind. As Prince is going to turn it. Summit is still huge. And in the end, LIIV SANDBOX win the fight. It was so close to the god Solka.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So like I said, unless you end up, where I was going to say, unless Pioshik ends up getting some crazy wombo, even when it's not just a crazy wombo combo, he's just so strong with this champion. DRX, they're like, oh, I don't know if we can fight this. There's no chance. Look at Effort's positioning. He says, nope, you cannot come here.
There's the box. They're trying to skirt it as best they can as Prince is going to move out of the way of this Baron. Flame Choppers go down. Oh my goodness, the equalizer's decent, but they did manage to secure the Baron, and now Solka is dead. Pioshik's going to be taken out. Prince is at full health, and you know what that means. That means that this is absolutely over. He's now running after Kingan, who's just looking to clear out minions so that they don't just lose the game right off this. Good sidestep on the zap. Super Mega Death Rocket does fly in. That zap's not going to land either, and Kingan, they're just going to give up on him. He just runs a little bit too quickly by switching between forms this time around. It's not the same experience where Croco was just anemic and you could basically just sunbake in the equalizer and it's just absolutely fine. You just get a nice tan. As Fate's going in yet again, finds Kingan, good equalizer, but I don't know whether it's going to be enough. Yep, final tick, not going to do it. That does mean that the Jace has to go back to the fountain. Super Mega Death Rocket just blocked by Pioshik. Got a little bit excited there, probably shouldn't have. Just stands in the way, but that is going to mean second inhibitor is going to go down. And LIIV SANDBOX. We'll just try and forget what happened in game number 2. Is Pioshik going to go in? That's a great lantern from Effort, just saving everyone as Becca. No Fate's call. It wasn't actually available. And that is just going to be a free kill. Bao now trying to escape down to 50%. Shock Blast not going to connect. I think this might just be the end.
It definitely will be. One last stand here for Solka and crew as Kingan looks for a flank angle.
Oh, finds him, Kingan. It's not too bad. Prince still stepping forward though as Bao having to contend with so much here. In goes Fate. That is going to be a very easy couple of kills. Solka goes golden, but that's just going to delay the inevitable as Kingan's trying to find Shock Blast, but it doesn't really work. He is going to be able to kill Summit. That's going to feel fine, but Prince is still just going to take the Lantern Ride back to killing the Nexus. And LIIV SANDBOX, they do what we expected them to do over a lot more games than we're expecting them to do it over. As, yeah, Prince is padding these stats. 7-0-12 for the Jinx. They're trying to get him even more, but he gets knocked up. There we go. The double kill to finish it all off. Goes golden. And that is going to be it. So, LIIV SANDBOX took them a while, but they got there in the end.